they have to put, or they're thinking about putting, the presidential daily briefing into a television format to get him to actually pay attention to it. Now listen, every president does it differently. Some like to read it, some like to have it read to them. But they're thinking about putting it in like a fake Fox News type presentation so that he will actually pay attention to the briefings that he's supposed to be taking in order to be running the country.
NBC News has exclusive new reporting that Tulsi Gabbard, the nation's highest-ranking intelligence official, is considering a major overhaul of President Trump's daily briefing to make it more like his preferred way of consuming information. And that includes creating a version that looks like a Fox News show.
So we looked back at his public schedule, and in the first several months of his presidency, that is from his inauguration until the end of May, which of course was last week, President Trump received, according to his public schedule, 14 presidential daily briefings. Now, for perspective, during his first term in office, only several years ago, he received 55 briefings in that same period of time. And according to some of his other predecessors, including President Joe Biden, received 90 in that same period of time. Now, officials we spoke with said that the Director of National Intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard, is very aware of the fact that President Trump simply is not taking the PDB as often as he did in the past and his predecessors have. As part of that and as part of her job, she is trying to look at ways to recast the PDB, essentially to make the president want to take it more, to make it more of a form, the way that he likes to consume information. Presidents, according to the officials we spoke with, have taken it differently in every different term. For instance, President Obama liked to read his PDB while he was on the treadmill. President George W. Bush liked to read it in front of some of his officials so he could ask questions in real time. As part of these discussions, Tulsi Gabbard has reached out to current and former officials. One of the ideas that has come up, Chris, has been to make it into essentially a newscast, to make it look more like the sort of information that the president likes to consume, that is Fox News. Now, at this point, there is no decision made to actually do that, but that is one of the ideas that is under discussion, Chris.
What a fucking embarrassment this guy is, you know. We gotta treat him like an infant and set up a fake news channel for him to be able to pay attention to his fucking job. You know, all we're hearing out of MAGA right now is how nobody was at the helm during the Biden years. That he was either assassinated back in 2020 or some staffer was using an auto pen to run everything. That Donald Trump or that Joe Biden wasn't really running the country. He wasn't at the helm. He wasn't making decisions. And once again, it turns out to be projection, as always, because who's at the helm now? Not this motherfucker. This motherfucker is busy golfing, not taking presidential briefings, not paying attention to his job. So who's at the helm right now?